Merry Christmas, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm producer Marcus, and we're going to give you something a little different. In honor of our 1-year anniversary, which is today, we're going to re-release our Christmas Eve special from last year with remastered audio. We have a lot of new subscribers and listeners who are finding us for the first time, and we want to give you all a huge thank you for your support, as well as a huge thank you to our loyal listeners who have supported us even back to day one. That's enough for the housekeeping. Enjoy this Y'all Don't Even Know rewind on this Christmas Eve.
There, how's that?
All the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh.
Bum, bum,
Hey,
bum,
hey,
jingle bells,
jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
You guys could not be more off-key than you were. That was amazing.
It was Mark.
Thank you.
Mark can't sing
Thank
okay.
you.
I can't sing on key. We don't know this.
I didn't care either.
That was rough.
I really don't care about.
Hey!
Wow, this is really recording high.
Well, put it down. Bring the slides down a little bit. It's all right.
Ha!
All right, talk now. That might be better. What was that, Kale?
Took my glasses off and it clipped my face and hurt for a second.
Because your mics?
I took my glasses off and it clipped my face when I took it off and it hurt for a second.
Are we live?
Interesting.
Are we live?
We're live.
We're live. Hey! Merry Christmas, everyone. Welcome to the Y'all Don't Even Know podcast. What's up, guys?
Hi, Narf.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah, it's Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Merry,
hurt my
Merry
thumb.
Christmas
Dude,
Eve,
okay.
everybody.
I hurt my
Katie's-
thumb at work this morning.
Sound like a bunch of
Did
Kermits
you hit it with a
going around.
hammer?
Yeah.
No, actually, I didn't.
Yeah.
Really?
How did you hurt your thumb?
I was standing on the back of the van. There was snow on this little step.
Oh, did
and
you slip?
I slipped, stepping back down,
Eh,
and I
Okay.
just smashed my hand on the side of the van. I was like, "They want us to go on a roof with this snow." I just fell off a van.
Workers' comp.
Fell off of it.
What about Katie's?
Katie's Uncle Don was going through it tonight.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, Christmas is just another day. He's like, I get one day off of work and then I gotta go back. And I was like, man, you're really bringing me down right now.
No, you can't. Christmas ain't just another day.
No, it's not.
Christmas is a whole celebration, man.
I feel that way
But-
about New Year's Day, not Christmas Day.
Yeah, I can feel that more
Valentine's
about.
Day.
Yeah,
You
Valentine's
don't have
Day
off
don't
Valentine's Day though.
Valentine's Day is just an excuse to spend money.
Yes.
No,
But yeah,
it's a way for women to get upset with their husbands.
That's true. That too. Yeah.
I do agree with New Year's Day is just another day.
New Year's Day is fun though.
Is it though?
Yeah, college football.
Oh, that's true.
It's the college football playoff. Come on, y'all. And we
Yes.
get around, we sit around, we eat food, and we watch the college football
Mashed
playoff.
potatoes.
Yeah, mashed potatoes.
That's the reason
exactly.
to celebrate.
Yeah,
Mashed
exactly.
potatoes is everything.
Okay, so tonight there was macaroni.
Okay.
Oh,
There was baked potatoes.
All right. Could do without.
Bread.
like
Like the Hawaiian rolls, like the Hawaiian rolls.
Okay.
And there were pierogies.
That's
and I'm
it.
like, holy cow.
Was there anything?
Well,
in the
I mean, there was
pierogies
ham.
besides
There was
potato?
ham, but I'm saying the amount of carbs that were there, I was like, bro, I
was-
will die.
I was gonna.
I will
say,
die.
Where was the meat? But
It was a ham.
Did you have ham
pineapple.
bits in the pierogies?
No.
Oh,
It was just cheese and mashed potatoes.
bro missed.
dude, ham bits in the pierogies are where it's at.
Yeah, bro missed.
So you're going to go after ham or turkey tomorrow?
Both.
Both. Like if you could only have one,
ham.
which one would
Ham.
you do?
Ham.
I do ham.
Yeah, I do ham too.
I feel
'cause
like
turkey's
turkey-
Thanksgiving.
I feel like turkey disappears too fast.
The reason you celebrate
Definitely ham.
Christmas with ham is because the Jews weren't allowed to have ham, and when Christ was born, he destroyed the
The
Jewish
rhetoric.
tradition.
Yeah.
So that means you're allowed to have ham now, which is why you celebrate with ham on Christmas.
Yeah, you just made that up, but it
That's-
makes sense.
No,
No.
that's legitimately the reason.
Where did you legitimately get that from?
My legitimate head.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fair. It makes perfect sense.
You want to hear me open a legitimate can of Arizona tea?
Yeah, bring it right up to the mic.
Oh, he spilled a little.
Bro
Yeah,
didn't
that-
even
that-
open it all the way.
All right.
That was
All right.
Someone opening the other can.
Somebody,
got you,
somebody
I got
open
you.
a
Here,
can.
Hang on, let me put my headphones back on.
That was a
Kale.
good one.
That was a very good one. I like mine better.
You win, Kale.
You got to
Very-
do it
very
slower, not.
You gotta like.
You gotta kind of.
You gotta
You
lean.
gotta let the
I
fizz
forgot
hit,
how
and then you
lean
gotta
you were.
pop.
Let's just open up all the cans we have in the house right now.
Get a little too much there.
Oh no, he made me laugh. Oh man. So what else did everybody do today?
I went shopping.
Yeah, I did too. I called Kale and I couldn't hear him. It sounded like he was underwater.
I had to put you up to my ear.
Were you on speak? Were you on speakerphone?
I guess I was on.
Yeah.
I guess I was on Bluetooth or something. I don't know. I was
you
like,
were on speaker.
I don't know. He's talking. And he's like,
I was like, nah.
what do you mean you can't hear me? And I was like, dude, you sound like you're underwater. Pick me up or something. Am I on the floor?
Yeah, he's just stomping on it. I can't hear you.
Did you drop your phone or something?
Yeah, my phone was the gas pedal.
So something needs to happen about these lines in the stores right now.
You know, you would think with the rise of online shopping that this would have went away.
Yeah, but it's not. It's just as bad. I went into Kohl's on Saturday. I'm so glad I didn't buy anything. I looked at the line. What where the main registers
Well, the
are.
line pretty much deters you from buying anything.
That too. I also lost my Shady Rays in Kohl's. So
Oh.
now I gotta go back.
That's no bueno. Oh man.
They're gonna
Buy
make you
another
buy 'em.
pair. You gotta buy another pair, but use code Talking10.
Supporting a different podcast.
Support Trevor Plouffe and Jake Storielli for that one.
I just got new Oakleys for $80. They were clearance.
Attaboy.
It was cheaper than buying new lenses for my ones I have now.
Yeah, I need new Oakleys or lenses.
I'll get around to getting Oakley's one of these days.
Same.
Although if they were $80, I would have bought them. Where'd you get them?
Down at the outlets.
Son of a gun.
Yeah, there was a whole clearance like display rack case, whatever.
How many of them are actually nice?
Well, the ones you have are pretty nice.
Yeah, the ones I got.
I
were
would
pretty
wear
nice.
those.
Kale was.
That's like my style.
There was a nice pair. There was like 140 of those still. Only clearance at like $20, which is
Yeah,
Crazy.
I tend to buy the $250 pairs.
I was like, this is the latest drop. Let me buy it.
It ain't even that. It's just what works best for baseball.
Yeah, that uni lens
Yep.
is really nice because you're
Yep.
not like.
There's
No,
nothing.
but-
There's nothing cutting off.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
When there's no frame and it's just like the lens that hangs down, it's very nice.
Especially like when you're kind of like this and you're looking past
Yep.
over your nose.
Yep. And we got them polarized. It's even better.
Yeah, the polarized lenses are I think like $120 for the ones I have.
It's like HD.
And
It
I was
actually
like,
is. The polarized lenses are a game changer.
well, these ones look kind of nice, so I'll just take. I'll get the lenses sooner or later.
Tito, those were the only sunglasses that actually fit your face past the ones you usually wear.
Yeah, I was impressed actually. I
How
think
big
it was,
are they?
I think my beard being bigger kind of made it easier for my.
Oh, you did trim
you
up your
trimmed up your
beard.
beard now.
It's
Yeah.
sad.
It is sad. I like the
The
big.
death
Why'd you,
of an
do,
era.
why'd you do that?
I was just ready to kind of make it even again. It was kind of getting longer and shorter in places.
He didn't like it being scratchy.
I'm not gonna like trim it down again for a.
Nah, that
Longer
length I
time.
think suits you.
Yeah, it does. You gotta wait till summer if you're gonna trim it down again. Now it's too cold out there.
I left it really long on my chin to make my face look a little longer too.
I'm just gonna grow mine. Like I'm gonna even try and keep it to the summer. I'm just gonna go.
I'll let mine
Yeah.
go through to like spring, and then maybe I'll just shave it off completely.
When I got my hair cut, I realized how big my beard actually was. My hair made it look a lot smaller.
That's like mine too.
Yeah. So now I just want to keep growing it.
I dig it. What's producer doing?
Turning off
Producing.
the oh nope, turn it on. Nope. There it is. Camera's back.
Why do we look so wide? Is that natural, or we
I think
just-
we might actually be that wide.
Yeah,
Let me
we
look.
might just be fat for real.
According to this view, I'm fat.
Bruh.
According to this view, you're fat too.
That's yeah.
That's harsh for Christmas Eve.
Yeah, where's your Christmas spirit?
See how Marcus cut the top of the camera right at Route 66?
Yeah, what's up there?
Yeah.
Oh.
He made sure he got the whole sign in there. He got the whole sign in there.
Yeah. Cat. Oh man.
He got the sign, but he didn't
Oh
got the yacht.
man.
Mark, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much is your Christmas spirit, buddy?
It's probably at about 3 right now.
Oh,
Ooh.
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
That's low.
Wow, I'm easily at like an 8 right now. This is the most best. This is like the best Christmas season I've had in a long time.
I agree, actually. I've been
Yeah.
kind of festive all year.
You really have. Like, I've been listening to Christmas music since like December 6th. I haven't turned it off.
Yeah, I kind of started around that time too. When we
Yeah.
got back from vacation.
Yeah,
was
and I
like
just
right there.
haven't-
Well, for me, it was on vacation, I guess.
Yeah, I just haven't turned it off.
Yeah,
I'm
what's
like,
your festive spirit at?
It was probably like 7 to 8, somewhere in there.
Nice.
Jake?
I'm riding at a good 9er.
Attaboy.
He just came from a party anyway.
Yeah, I
so-
got a good 9er going on right now.
Attaboy.
It's gonna hit 10 at midnight.
Woohoo!
Oh, wow.
Tito.
I just finished wrapping my gifts, so I'm like at 8. Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
sounds
I
good.
haven't even
Good
started.
solid 8.
I haven't even started
Solid
wrapping
8.
yet. It's
Merry Christmas.
8:49 on Christmas Eve. I have not started wrapping yet.
That's good work right there.
I'm not gonna wrap. I'm putting everything in bags. Everybody can deal with it.
I had my wrapping done.
I agree that everything.
You don't even wrap, do you? You let Katie do it all.
Me? No, I wrap.
No,
He's like, here, Katie,
Actually,
here's your
I
gift,
did
wrap
this
it.
afternoon, but
You
I
can
just
unwrap it tomorrow.
I think I wrapped for like an hour and a half.
I think-
Wrapped.
Don't
I
you
just
shove stuff in
Jake
bags?
was up there rapping.
No, I was not. I was not rapping. I was rapping. I can't rap, so I rapped.
Yeah, there you go.
I just took my time.
I think I need some more coffee.
because I was bored.
If you would have told me, I would have hopped on COD. I was on COD for. Well, actually, I was probably already on.
Dude,
COD.
every time I got on COD, it said you were in. Like I went into a round and I came back. You were in a game.
Oh.
Well, the thing is, once you get on that stagger pattern, the
You
rounds are
invited-
about the same times, so you never actually catch up to each other.
You invited me once, and then I
What's your
just
prom over there?
declined it.
Let's circle back to the wrapping presents, though. I believe every present should go in a bag.
I believe that. That's why I do that.
I like my glasses.
I mean,
I enjoy wrapping boxes, like regular sizes, but like once it gets to be weird, I'm like kind of like just.
dude,
throw it in
I
the bag.
cannot wrap a present worth my life.
Me
No, me
neither.
either.
I just throw paper on something and call it a day.
That's why I put everything in bags.
Let's just
the-
start-
The nice part for me is nobody cares.
Just start
Yeah,
duct
they're
taping
still getting
everything.
something anyway. So
Yeah,
Just
my,
wrapping
my,
it in
Yeah,
fam-
just
tape.
spiral duct tape.
my
it.
family doesn't care. My girlfriend puts everything in a bag, so I can put everything in a bag.
When's this pod dropping? When we putting it out?
it's supposed to be Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay, sweet. So I can tell you,
Tuesday.
I got Dad a Quez Watkins jersey for Christmas.
Yeah,
It's really cool to see your last name on a Eagles jersey.
yeah, it must be nice.
That's dope.
Although my last name is on a road sign, so that's pretty cool.
Dude, if
too.
you want to get me a jersey with blanket chip on the back, I won't complain.
I've been
bruh.
looking. I've been looking.
See, the Quez Watkins jersey was like it was clearance because he's not with the Eagles right now.
It's so sad. Blankenship getting that pick and it leading to absolutely nothing. But
That's the offense without Jalen.
That Eagles game was painful.
painful, very painful.
Like I don't even know if there's a stronger word.
That's all
I
right.
can
If a
use.
Commanders fan listens to this, you beat Kenny Pickett. It's not a big deal. Enjoy your Super Bowl. We're coming for you in the divisional round. Actually, probably wild card
No,
round.
they're coming to see us in the divisional round. They can have fun in Philly.
Right, they're not winning again.
we should throw snowballs at the fans.
It's been 64 years and we still haven't beat that rhetoric. Why would you want to start it again?
I just keep it going.
I mean, the Bills fans can throw snowballs at people and get away with it.
That's because they're the Bills Mafia and we're Philadelphia. There's a difference. For some reason, Bills Mafia is loved and Philadelphia is terrible fans.
Yet the Bills Mafia is 100 times worse than us.
Bills Mafia is literal scum.
Sorry, Bills fans, but we don't care.
No, I hate you. I hate any team from New York, New England, Washington, Atlanta.
I'm tired of snow already.
I'm not. I haven't even worked at it once yet.
I'm tired of it.
We haven't had enough snow that's like that it's annoying because we don't. Have
Well,
to, like,
it's
clean
annoying
up, like...
for me right now because my back hurts.
That's true.
And I slipped on the same ice patch twice today.
If you know it's there, how'd you slip?
Because I'm an idiot.
We know.
I'm like, how did I slip on this twice?
Dude, walking over to get the Arizona cans, I was Jack Sparrow, like walking / running over there.
Yeah, so
just
my boots
slipping.
have 0 traction. on
Exactly.
Dude,
mine.
that mound coming over here.
Yeah.
One foot on it. Went,
Yeah, I was gonna step
doing
up. I was gonna
yesterday.
step up on the first part of their porch when you walk over here. Couldn't get up the hill. I walked around the hill.
Yeah, it's tough when you don't have tread.
Nah, I just about.
Ate it?
I just about ate it. Yeah.
Me too, actually. I nearly ate Narv's bumper.
Really?
Yeah.
That would have tasted good.
Yo, did you see how I parked out there?
Yeah. We parked really well. Tetris.
It's like a little, yeah, it's like rush hour.
I started that off pretty well.
I didn't think about it, so I just drove into the grass and snow, and I'm like, I hope I can get out of here.
I was expecting you to back up, and then you
Yeah,
just
me
sat
too,
there,
with
and I
my-
was just like,
My
Okay.
car's on the mound, so I should be able to just back right out. Put it in reverse, and it'll roll right out.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Who do we got tomorrow? Chiefs.
Chiefs Texans.
You're taking the Texans over the Ravens.
Aren't a lot of the games
Who's
on
playing?
Netflix?
Yes.
Chiefs Texans.
No, Ravens.
Do any
Texans.
of us have Netflix?
Oh.
I do, but I don't know if I paid for it.
well, that's
Ravens,
not great.
Texans, Chiefs, and the. Who are the Chiefs playing? Let me look it up.
They're
Pittsburgh. No,
they're playing Pittsburgh.
Yes,
They're playing
Oh
Pittsburgh.
yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Are there games on streaming services?
So I'll
Because
take
I don't know
the
if
Chiefs
the NFL
and
wants
I'll
money.
take the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs and Ravens too, but I think
Same.
the Steelers are going to put up a fight.
The
Okay,
Chiefs-
every team that's played. Wait, Pittsburgh's playing Kansas City. Yeah, every team that's played Kansas City's put up a fight.
the Chiefs are gonna
Yeah,
win.
No, they're
by
not
a
that good.
The Chiefs aren't that good.
stupid thing again. They should be like 9-6
They should have at least 4
or
losses.
something like that.
Something close to that. Dude broke his ankle and
Chris Collinsworth is going to come for you. Watch out for Chris Collinsworth. He's bringing you cold tonight.
And we see from
He just goes downstairs in the middle of the night. There's Collinsworth.
Collinsworth is putting coal in everyone that's ever talked bad about Patrick
Santa
Mahomes.
Collinsworth?
It's
Yeah.
like, and of course
a
you've read on
terrifying
my
thought.
Twitter.
That should be a horror movie.
Lane Kiffin's going to attack Joel Klatt tonight too.
That's like nightmare fuel.
Instead of Chris Kringle, Chris Collinsworth.
That's something.
Speaking of Chris Kringle,
Ho ho ho.
I kn-
this dude just sits here in the corner.
He's got the hat.
Man's feeling festive.
Merry Christmas.
He said he's
I
a
think
three out
I
of
think
10.
I think
I'm
he
trying
I think he
to.
froze up.
Bro, just
He couldn't.
This is
stand-
like-
he couldn't stand 4 sets of eyes.
He's
How many eyes is that?
That's
look at him sitting over
Eight
there with his
eyes.
legs crossed and everything. Just chill.
Give him credit.
I can do math, baby.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Good job, Tito.
Attaboy.
Way to figure it out.
8 eyeballs.
That's your eyeball.
So if you had to pick between any of like the myths of like Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, etc., which if you had to pick one to be real, which one would you pick?
Easter Bunny.
Why?
Bro just wants to get pelted by eggs.
Well, no, I would go Easter Bunny too.
I mean,
Mainly
it's
because
probably the
that's-
least terrifying.
Well, yeah, it's also
The Easter
somebody
Bunny-
that's not coming into your
I
house.
was just gonna say that the Easter Bunny
That's
doesn't
true.
break into your house,
Like, think about it. The other two, Tooth Fairy and Santa, they both come at night.
and the Tooth Fairy literally comes and like lifts your head up.
That's too
Oh,
close.
you mean
Yeah,
what I do
that's-
to
You think
Tito?
of that? Yeah.
Plus, Santa's eating your cookies and
Because
drinking your milk.
the
Like,
tooth,
bruh.
the tooth. Yeah.
Although the Tooth Fairy does leave you money.
He does, but he could. The tooth-
Ka-cha!
he's literally picking your head up, pulling the tooth out, putting money under your
Well,
pillow.
how does Santa
At-
get in without a chimney, for real?
The chimney just appears. You never watched Santa Claus? The Santa Claus movies?
Tim Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that he can watch you and
The Santa Claus
You want a
movies are
list.
canon.
That's not.
Wait, what about a cannon?
I said the Santa Claus movies are the canon for Santa Claus.
Exactly. Tim Allen knows.
Yeah.
3 was garbage,
Yeah,
But it's
three.
still
Wait, what
canon.
other made up mythical things?
according to Star Wars. Garbage movies still
Boogeyman.
count.
I wouldn't consider the Boogeyman.
okay.
I don't think.
Mother Nature.
No, I'm saying like Santa, Easter Bunny.
Cupid.
Ooh, cute.
Yeah, I want to get shot in the rear.
Isn't the Santa Claus
Cupid.
have those mythical creatures in one movie?
In a couple of them, yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
you know who?
Jack
You
There's
know
Frost.
also the leprechaun for St.
Ooh.
Patty's Day.
Leprechauns.
Ooh, I like the leprechaun.
They already
Ooh, a
exist,
pot of
though.
gold.
Where is your pot of gold?
Just
We
find the
got
end of the
one
rainbow.
right here.
What other holiday is there? I think that's about it.
All right, mythical creatures. I want Bigfoot to be real. I want to see that dude.
Dude, I want Nessie to be real.
Yeah, that too. Imagine hooking up to Nessie.
Imagine just seeing it. Bigfoot would be dope, though.
What are you
I-
trying to figure out?
Yeah, but like,
He's trying to come up with
if
a
you had to
smart
do
answer.
No,
Sasquatch or Nessie,
Just.
I want Sasquatch, bro. I want to
Wait, of
see
the two,
him.
which
Yeah.
one?
I would pick Nessie.
I would rather Nessie
I would
because
definitely say
Sasquatch
Nessie
could be
also.
in the woods anywhere when you're going hunting, and you just be walking into the woods, and all of a sudden you're getting
Mauled.
mauled by.
Nah,
Sasquatch.
because he doesn't attack people.
Yes, he does.
I still think Nessie would be
Mark
cool.
the
Like, can
camera.
you imagine how big Nessie should be?
Well, they say
Well, if you
they've
watch
seen it.
Scooby-
Why did
do.
it stop?
I have no clue.
They say they've seen it.
Something I got to work out.
I think Nessie might actually be real.
I don't know. At this point, like Nessie, it's supposed to be in a lock, so you'd think
Well, if Nessie was real, they would have actually found it.
by now with the
Loch Ness is really deep and really
Bro,
cavernous.
come on.
yeah, but with the sonar and the technology that we
Yeah.
have now,
There's a lot of caves in that loch.
It doesn't matter.
They
are
could
you
be
saying
anywhere.
are you saying the Irish aren't very good at sonar?
I'm saying
They're good at
The
potatoes,
Scottish.
bro.
Yeah, you're attacking my heritage right now.
okay.
Scottish or Irish?
Are you Scottish or Irish? I'm
Or are
Welsh.
you Welsh?
I think I'm Welsh, but Irish.
Y'all, you're Welsh. All
Your
right.
last name's Welsh and you think you're Welsh?
Yeah, I don't know. What? Just because my last name is Welsh doesn't mean I'm like Welsh.
He just knows he comes from that area.
I know that I come from the red hair area.
Yeah, we know that too.
It's probably,
Yo, this table's sweet.
It's probably why that's one of my weaknesses.
Anger.
Anger, yes.
Every redhead's angry.
Conor McGregor.
Oh man, I would love to hang out with Conor McGregor for a day.
Get him on the pod.
Mark,
got-
call him up.
If
Isn't,
we got Conor McGregor in Marcus's basement, we would have to trap him and never let him leave.
So he
Bro,
becomes a mythical creature too.
He's in wasn't he in court for like doing something really
Oh
really
yeah.
bad lately. I forget what that was about.
Oh yeah.
Bro, what's a convict?
Meh.
That's fine.
That's how every
I mean,
celebrity turns up.
It
though.
came
turns
out. It ended up being that he only paid money. He didn't actually get like convicted of
Did he?
anything.
Did he?
Oh
really?
yeah, I know.
Did
I didn't follow it
he?
enough to know.
Bro, I was a little excited.
I
Bro,
would-
bro, chill with the Diddy.
I would.
Release
I would
more.
tell you what
Nah, nah,
happened
nah,
to
nah,
Conor
nah, nah, nah.
McGregor, but not on the podcast.
Think I can make it in that trash can?
Absolutely.
No, because his lid's not going to open.
Oh, it might. It might. Good
Never
effort.
even gave it a
Good
chance.
effort.
Oh, I thought I turned off my headphones.
Mark, any other interesting
I got
would you
scared.
rathers in your little mental capacity?
In my little mental capacity, I did have one earlier, but I can't remember what it was now.
Well, write it down next time.
I should have.
Bro, sold. Fumbled the bag
I
Bro,
bet.
that trash can
and
is
spilled
so
the coffee.
It is full. I've been filling it.
Empty
all
that
I
day.
bet
trash
you
can.
all have never heard of the Great Emu War.
Emu?
Yeah,
Emo.
emu.
Emo.
Me and
No,
North
we're
from that
still-
one.
Yeah, the
We're
emo
still-
war.
We're still in the middle of an emo war right now.
Probably in New York or something like that.
California.
No, it was not in
New
New York.
York.
It was not in the United States.
We're talking
Oh.
about emus now, Mark.
Oh, I thought we were
Not
talking about
emos.
emos.
No, emus.
Pick one,
Did
dude.
y'all ever hear about the Great Emu War?
Yes, I actually have.
You have?
Yes.
All right, send
Probably
it.
from the same place you saw it on Instagram.
Probably. So the
At Instagram, thank you.
so the Australians fought a war against
Sounds
the
about right.
emus and they lost.
Is
And
that the
that-
end of the story?
And then they evolved into
Well, I would
kangaroos.
expect nothing less from
Instagram.
They were
from Instagram.
It's like a three
It
sentence
took-
paragraph.
it took so many rounds to like take these emus down that the Australians decided it wasn't worth it and they just gave up. The emus won. I thought that was extremely funny when I saw it.
I okay. That makes sense because of the Australians.
Convicts.
Literal.
Same with Georgia State. That started out as a convict cunt state.
Really?
The
Penal colony.
When the original 13 colonies, Georgia was like founded as not a slave, a servant and convict one, and they just sent them down there.
I actually did know that.
Not a
So
bad.
Georgia
idea.
was the original slave state.
That's why you were a slave.
I
down
think
there,
it was
boy.
like the slaves that were
Probably.
like causing too much trouble, and the convicts were just shipped down to Georgia.
So they just
They
lumped-
should have
so
sent
they
them to
just
Florida. That's where
so they
that's
just
where they all go
lumped them
anyway.
together.
Yeah, they don't care back then. They just threw them together.
they
Dude,
should-
they really did not care back then.
No,
It's insane.
dude, we should still do what George Carlin said.
Public executions.
Yes,
That's one.
yes.
But
We're going
two,
to the local
but
hanging,
two,
boy.
you take all the states that have square borders and you just put everyone in there, and then
Fence it off.
all the convicts, and you separate them by rapists, murderers, druggies, and then you just
I hear it. I hear it.
So I have a
need to get closer.
Produce over there. Having
well,
issues.
after they're done,
Okay.
after they're done doing their little thing over there. I have a y'all don't even know for you, but I can't do it until he cues the music.
What music?
We talked about this.
cue the
once.
song.
Okay, so now I can't
even.
even do it this week because he doesn't have music.
Oh, I'll get music.
About this beef with him.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up.
I was
What's
actually-
up
Oh, we'll
with
bring
the
that.
music?
We'll bring that up after the y'all don't even know.
All
so we're
right,
gonna
I've
come.
been waiting for this.
Still going to,
I've been waiting for this beef for 3 weeks.
Yes. So after we get this, and then we'll all be joined in harmony, and then I'm going right after Marcus.
Now, hand me that lavender candle.
All right, coming over.
Where's Marcus?
Is it good? How's it smell, Kale?
Eh.
I don't even know what this is gonna sound like.
It's pretty good. It could be better.
Take a sniff. Just like when people get candles for Christmas, they pass them around. Pass them around the room. And everyone takes a sniff. Actually, it kind of smells like lilac.
Oh, the y'all. You should be.
I
putting
saw
that.
that.
Oh, it
like-
is lilac. It's
Wait,
not, it's
wait, let
not
me smell
lavender,
that.
It's
Is it?
lilac.
I can't read it from here. I'm wearing sunglasses too.
Do
So
we have a sneeze button on these things?
Unfortunately,
what?
not.
What's
It's
that
not-
little?
wait,
What's
yeah,
that
it
little
is,
white
okay.
one?
So we're not Joe Rogan level yet.
Not that far yet.
Mark, you need to burn
Soon
this
now,
so it
kid.
smells better. Because it kind of just,
It's
it's just there. It doesn't smell like anything.
Well, why don't we light it up?
Banana.
we'll get a lot of
Dun,
different
dun, 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 dun.
Smells.
Blow that one out. Blow that one
out.
No, 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 no. Just use the lid.
I wanted to smell it.
Ooh, I like this
Mm.
one. Splash.
No, I want to smell it.
Hey, this one.
He had that burning like a week ago.
That one's actually kind of nice.
I love that one.
It's
I like
kinda-
that one.
Big candle guy here.
Massive candle guys.
Let me see
here.
the one with
Yeah.
the sunset on it.
No, Wait,
Not
let
the
me-
coffee.
Yeah, that's not this one. I actually couldn't see this one past one.
I wanna
Bro
eat
just
this.
drank the
I wanna
California
eat that
Wave.
one. I
Oh,
wanna-
that's nice.
I want to eat this flavor.
All right, I think I've got us some music for
I don't.
this.
I don't know
All
if
right,
I
all
like
right,
it.
Shh. Cue the music.
All right, today we have a Y'all Don't Even Know brought to you by Jacob.
Okay, first off, who's Jacob?
We're about to buy SWAT!
Hey, yeah. Okay,
Should have just left
Wii
the music
Sports.
by itself.
Yeah,
That was
I'm
kinda
about to put him
groovy.
in producer jail.
Dude, let's
seriously, the music was fine.
restart the
bro.
music
That
again. I wanna
dropped-
listen to
That
this.
dropped his festivity down to a 1.
Dude, it's tanking
I'm
fast.
down to a 0.5. All right, we'll restart.
Look how his hat's
Yeah, let's
sitting
listen to
on
that
his
music
head.
again.
It's drooping.
I think homie's dead.
He does have nice shoes, though. I'll give him that.
Bro
What?
thought he had a great idea, and then it just.
Be nice.
Bro said Jake. What?
He hasn't heard that name in years.
I'm gonna start calling you Jacob.
Please do not.
Jacob.
Seriously, please do not. Dude,
Uh-huh.
that flame is.
Marks the streaks for the day. Uh-huh.
Let me get the left ear on.
Mario Kart for real.
Yeah.
Wii Sports, Mario Kart, just the Wii games.
Yeah, Wii Sports.
Pick one, they're all,
It's all the same vibe.
yeah.
Can't you see yourself driving down like Peach Beach with this one?
Either that or
Yeah.
Coconut Mall.
Yeah.
No.
Coconut Mall rules.
What was the turtle's name?
Koopa.
Koopa Cave.
Oh, I hated Koopa Cave. I would always get stuck in the tunnels.
Dude, what about Rainbow Road? Oh.
Dude, I
If you use a
became an
nunchuck
expert.
for that, it's
Shoot me.
fine.
No, you can do
Yeah,
it.
what was the-
You can
what-
do it with
The ice
just-
one was annoying. Getting stuck in those caves.
What was the one that I always got that huge lead?
Moonview Highway.
Yes.
Moonview Highway.
Dude,
was
the ice
amazing.
one. What was that one called?
I forget.
Oh, my
That,
back's
I was
flaring up.
I was amazing on that
Yeah,
one.
you'd use Baby Luigi and I'd be
Dude,
like in
and the
second
Magic
place.
Cruiser, just
Don't
Me
get it.
and my family raced all 64 races one night. I won all 64 races.
me and Kale would do that regularly, all 64.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
We did it like one day, like before Thanksgiving.
Oh, we still have another 2 minutes of this,
Dude.
Sweet.
Wait, you have a Wii at your house, right?
It's at Jake's.
I have Mario Kart.
Bring it up. Let's go,
I think I have the remote, but I don't know if I have nunchucks.
dude. We should do a
don't need
4-person
nunchucks.
64 race.
Yes, who
Four
ends
per-
up with the
yeah,
most
but four
points?
person is stupid. It's like
Yeah, and on Jake's
so
TV,
small.
that
Yeah.
ain't gonna work.
We
Yeah,
can't
we'll
use
have to do it on
Marcus's
Marcus's TV. That one's big enough.
Mark, we're bringing that whole
Mark,
TV
how
down.
big is your
Okay.
TV?
65 inches.
I wish I brought that one from Georgia. I had a 70-incher down there.
Cut that.
Holy cow.
Dude, 70 inches, watching baseball on a 70-inch TV. Oh,
Narva's
that'll
like-
turn you on.
Anyway,
All right, let's get to this moment.
Stop the music.
We
He
just
just-
had a nice moment.
eh, he just killed it. Okay. Y'all don't even know that Home Alone was filmed inside in a gymnasium. Did anybody know that?
Like the entire
thing?
set was inside.
That they, I don't know what if they rented it or whatever they did, but they made a whole house inside a high school gymnasium. They built the whole house,
Just the house was inside.
just the house. All the
Okay.
house scenes are inside.
So how does that explain the road when they like pull up and everything?
No, I mean they shot that outside, but all the inside scenes are
inside scenes
done
were
inside the gymnasium.
Gotcha.
So
That's
they
pretty cool,
didn't
though.
just have a house there.
No, it wasn't. I mean, it was a house.
Yeah,
but it was a house. So it wasn't like
So
They
there-
built
just
the interior of a house inside
there
a gym.
is a house. Obviously, it's right here. There is a house because they had to have something from the outside. But
yes.
every shot that was done,
Inside is in that
yeah.
gymnasium, and it's pretty cool. Like watching some of the scenes back, you're like, yeah, that is.
so it like makes sense once you see it.
I thought that was pretty cool because
House
you.
was
That
worth
was
how
pretty cool.
much?
Yeah, it's
52 and a half.
Where's it at, Mark?
for the scene near the end of the film when Kevin goes to his neighbor's house, the production filmed in old school's pool, which made flooding the basement easier. That makes sense.
Oh,
like,
yeah. That's obvious then.
Where is it?
Yeah, where is the house?
Oh, there it is.
671 Lincoln
Illinois.
Avenue.
Yeah, I was gonna say for some reason it looked like it was in Illinois.
Yeah.
No, I was literally thinking that.
People are surprised that the interior house scenes of Home Alone were filmed in a high school gym.
Talk about a fall off Macaulay Culkin.
Bro never had a chance. Here, Jake, light up that really good smelling one.
Isn't he dating like someone
Oh, no, it's
super
the
hot?
No, let that one keep going, or just kill it.
It died.
That
Just
works too.
clip the wick. Burn better.
There we go.
California waves.
Somebody gave me fire. Mark, you need to
So that's
trim your
interesting.
wicks.
I do.
That makes
need to trim
sense
my
then,
wick.
flooding the basement.
Did y'all ever watch
Wonder what
like,
they did with
Sweet Life
two.
and Zach and Cody?
No.
No.
Disney
Yeah,
Channel?
on vacation.
Yeah.
That's
You know the
that's the only time.
Asian
No. What? Oh.
I don't even know what
yeah,
we're talking
I remember,
about.
yeah.
So I'm not
Yeah,
even
that's who
here.
Macaulay Culkin's dating now.
Wow.
Okay, if you grew up watching it, it would be a surprise. Don't hate the guy.
Don't hate the
Hate
messenger.
the message. Don't hate the messenger.
Don't hate
Just
me.
hate-
don't
your
shoot the
childhood.
messenger.
Don't
Just
hate me. Hate your childhood.
Just hate celebrities. That's
Hey,
all.
I watch Pooh Bear. I do
Are
not
those
hate
the
my
Lego?
childhood.
Is that the Lego Rose set, Mark?
It is, yes. That's dope.
That looks pretty realistic, actually. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was Valentine's Day
Bro,
last
how
year.
long is this kid going to be up on the screen?
I don't know.
Whoa, what is that?
What's the
They're ranking sneakers apparently.
Gross.
I don't want that to rank my sneakers. I don't
Come
trust
on.
its opinion.
Yeah, we found out Tita's like a secret sneakerhead.
Yeah. Kale just informed me about this last night.
I thought that was
I should say I figured.
already known.
Yeah, but like, it's kind of officially verified now.
I was not aware.
I still got to get me a pair of them. Jordans. I got to get a pair of the Jordans.
Or Air Forces. Air Forces are nice.
Get a pair of Air Forces.
What were the
You'll
ones?
be happier with Air Forces. That was loud.
That was.
Turn your head next time.
He doesn't know how.
I'm sorry.
I don't remember which ones I saw up at the outlets. I think they were Jordans. I don't remember.
I think Air Forces are more comfortable than Jordans, just because
The only Jordans I would buy would be the North Carolina
more
version.
basketball shoes.
I think Jordans don't have enough cushion on them to be comfortable. The Air Forces have a lot of
Oh yeah,
stability.
and plus they have that strap which tightens down.
The strap is
extra
a clutch.
extra ankle support.
The strap kind of pisses me off sometimes.
Per usual.
Fair.
Anything extra you just don't like.
Fair.
I'm really into the Puma rebounds right now.
I got to get a pair of those too.
They're so comfortable.
Dude, I want that green pair we saw over at the outlets.
Dude,
Those
that
are
pair was
sweet.
nice. They're $40 right now at the outlets.
It's really good.
So if you're gonna buy
When are we
a
going?
pair,
Wait, you have to work?
I just
I have to
We
work
are
next
not
week.
going to the outlets over Christmas and New Year's break. We do this all the time. And
Yeah, but
it
they might
always
not-
ends
they-
up terrible.
Yeah,
it
but the
might not
sales might be
sale.
gone.
The sale might be over by then.
Get them now.
All right. I'm not driving.
I'm not driving.
I won't drive.
I'll drive.
Okay, Tito's driving us.
All right. When
I
are
gotta
you
clean
off?
my car out.
Bro,
Monday.
you
Monday?
know, you got the Mercedes just for this.
Yeah, well, the Mercedes isn't running right now.
Mercedes is dead.
That's what I'm saying. You
I
got
need to
the-
buy a Flex.
I need
No,
to buy
just
it.
I
Buy
really
a
want a
15
Flex.
passenger van, and we can just.
Well, ultimately,
I need
yeah,
to
that's
buy
what
like
we need.
a transit van with the with the bus like
At
seats
Donnie.
everywhere.
I was looking at the Sierra today.
Your
Thing
dad's.
is dusty. Mine.
Get it on the road, homie.
She just needs belts and tires.
I know. We're so close. My dad said he's gonna get the belt. Nah, I just gotta get the tires.
Your dad said he's throwing it out of there.
He is. He told me that today.
He needs room for his workbench.
I was down there. I was down there
Or
today.
scrapped up.
That dog is something else.
What's its name?
Rosie.
Oh yeah, that's
Is she like jumping on you?
Rosie Parks.
Yeah.
She's so fluffy.
I haven't
She
seen
is
her in
fluffy,
like,
bro.
2 years.
Dude, I was watching her run. She was literally running with her nose on the ground. It looked like she was about to do a flip.
Give her a toy and let her run with it, and it'll catch something, and she will flip.
She'll get up and be fine.
Well, dogs are always fine.
Yeah, you know, Kale, you know you were talking to me about the bench and how he has got it to sort everything out now?
Yeah.
Dude, he was showing it to me today. You're right. He is super excited about that bench.
Yes, he is.
Wait, what kind of bench are we talking about?
Like a
kind of like
huge-
this table, or
Yeah, like this table, but a lot longer, a lot sturdier. He's got a whole system down there. He's got buckets for every different kind of metal. He's got a whole
Did-
system
did
going
you
on.
see
how
his-
much
he's a
money is
scrapper.
homie making off of
Bro,
this?
he's bringing in at least 200 a load.
Wow. Did you see his?
That's good side money.
Yeah.
Did you see that big
what I make
plastic
in a
barrel
day.
he got?
What?
The big plastic barrel. Is it there?
Yeah.
He loves that thing too.
Yeah, he loves some barrel too.
He was so excited when he found that.
I know exactly why you're laughing, right?
So does he?
I heard it when I said it.
He's got.
Good for Eddie. $200 a load is awesome.
He's got the new truck. I'll wait till you're done coughing. Nate. I guess you would know.
All right, go ahead.
Does he still have those pallets all stacked up in the silver 150?
Nah.
I haven't been down to there in a while.
Although he hasn't. He didn't even have those in the summer. I don't
Nah,
think.
he's kind of not doing pallets too much right now. He's focusing on scrap.
Well, his
Is there
pallets were
money
just-
in pallets?
Oh yeah, if he loads up enough pallets, he'll come out. He'll take them over to a trucking company and just give them to him, and they'll pay him. He'll come out of there with about $500.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're throwing pallets away over here. And
So for the business,
We're gonna
Scrap
scrap and pallet.
Yeah, pallets. When you stack enough, he makes like 3 runs, and he comes away with a lot of money.
Dude,
I did not know that.
Just send
we
a
need to
crew
get-
out.
we
Just
need
send
to get some pallets.
Just send a crew out looking for
Also, we need to
pallets.
build that shack that we're trying to build.
What shack?
Dude, if
The
you
one up at
sent
Grammy's.
if you sent like 3 of us out looking for pallets, that would be the most fun day.
And it would be very
Dude, that could
productive,
be
too.
like a Friday. Get your OT.
Yeah.
That's actually the
Because
great
Fridays
idea.
Fridays are
Nobody
supposed
wants
to be.
do anything on
Fridays
Friday
are supposed to
anyway.
be chill.
Just
Yeah,
get a
just
truck
do
and
that.
trailer and just take a run.
So what are we working? 410s?
Ooh.
You work what you can work throughout the week, and then whatever.
Yeah, I
happens,
think you
happens.
shoot for 410s.
Yeah, shoot for 410s. All right.
I
And
mean-
if you want to work Friday, just go
And
grab
if you want
pallets.
Friday, Saturday,
I ain't working Saturday, but I'll work Friday.
Yeah.
if
that's
it's
where I'm at.
410s,
A half day on Saturday.
You can work a morning on Saturday,
Yeah.
get some money.
If you want.
No.
Yeah, but if we're working 410s, no point in coming in on Saturday.
Honestly, people might enjoy having somebody there on a Saturday more than throughout the week.
no, if you come in on a Saturday,
Well, yeah, if that's an option,
Right.
then we'd have to do that. But
If you,
Saturday
if you work
mornings aren't
Saturday's like
bad.
emergency work.
if you
more.
work 410s, work Friday, get that overtime, and then come in Saturday and get the overtime.
Bang. Of
Saturday
course,
mornings
we're
aren't
talking
bad.
working hourly, not by job or whatever.
Obvious, that's why I'm saying overtime.
I'll be back.
It's
Couldn't find an empty can.
I got an empty can right there.
Yeah, there's one right there, too. Wow. Later, kid.
being a business owner is a lot more to think about than
Dude, we're going
being
to...
an employee, because you're not just thinking about, oh, I need to work this many hours to get this much money. It's more of like, I need to get all these jobs to get this much money.
We're going to start grabbing pallets.
Not only that, but you gotta
And then
look
you
at
got to make sure you have enough money to pay all your guys.
yeah, you gotta look at the jobs and go, okay, I did this much, I got this much. I can't really afford to pay them overtime, so no Friday work this week.
We're going to be go out getting pallets, and we're going to run to Eddie, and he's going to be our biggest competitor.
Yeah, for real. I know 100%.
I'll just hire him.
I know 100% Herb will do that. We will work like Monday through Thursday. Be sitting at like about 40 hours already going into Friday, and it could like rain a little bit in the morning. He'll be like, "Hey, you guys are off."
Honestly, that is the best feeling as an employee, to be like, I need a day off right now anyway.
Yeah, but we're all hyped up to come in Friday and know that we're working for double time the entire day, and then he gives us off, and it's like, all right, that
A little damper.
yeah, a little bit. I will say though, the Christmas bonus was nice this year, and he paid
Quit
me.
your mewing.
And he paid me for a full day on.
Okay, it's okay.
He paid me for a full day on Monday, even though I only worked like 45 minutes.
Worked.
I did. I worked. No, I worked for 45 minutes. I worked
Got him.
for about 4 hours.
What'd you work? No, what'd you actually work on?
What I actually work on?
Yeah, what'd you do?
I swept the shop. I cleaned some interiors.
Homie don't know what work is.
You call that work?
I wasn't sitting around on my phone, so yes.
I'll show you what work is, boy. Put some work. Get on that roof.
That's y'all's fault for real.
Jake can't get on a roof. His back's too
That's
hurt.
true.
And if he
About to
gets,
just give him my 2 weeks, actually.
he can't even get out of a truck
I'm
without
chilling.
slipping.
I don't feel like getting on a roof. I'm chilling.
I don't feel like getting on a roof either anymore.
I'm doing electric, so I'm not actually getting on roofs too much now.
He's crawling in attics.
I'm just crawling through horrible attics and sucking in insulation all day.
Ooh.
Let's just all
you're
go
gonna-
work for Chris,
You're gonna be that guy, Chris.
my father-in-law.
you.
Yeah.
He
What-
does
what does he do?
electric. Owned it.
I,
He has
I'm
his
not
own
sure I
wanna work
company.
for
I know a little bit about electric.
No, I want to do our own business.
I think our own business is the way to
Yeah.
go.
Hey, but I do know a little bit about electric. Like if you gotta,
Your landscape lighting, right?
yeah,
Low volt.
if you gotta run low volt,
24
if you gotta
volt.
run low volt lighting, I got you,
Bro, that's the easiest thing ever.
dude. It is, and you can make a whole day out of it. You don't want to hear that as an employer.
I don't want to hear that.
You don't want to hear that as an employer, but I can make
Bro,
I
I know how long it takes to run landscape lighting.
I
Don't-
can I
don't
can
do
make
that.
I can make a whole day out of like 30 lights.
As an employee, we can make anything last as long as we want it to.
No, there's some things when it just you start doing it and it's like, okay, this is going way too fast. Let's slow down. And then you slow down and you still get it done by like 10 o'clock. And it's like, ah. All right, call the boss.
Yo, Kale, I got another would you rather for you.
Shoot.
All right. Would you rather have to travel into space or would you rather have to travel to the bottom of the ocean? The deepest part. You have to pick one.
All right, without getting into conspiracy theories.
Nope, going straight there.
Okay, start off without the conspiracy theories first.
I think I'd rather do space.
Yeah, I do space because you can't go to the deepest part without getting absolutely crushed.
What if-
I would go
Okay,
space,
so-
but I still think it's 50-50 chance either way.
So, is there a?
I think space would be cooler for me because you can actually see out there as opposed to under in the ocean. It's just like you have 2 feet out the viewport.
And honestly, I feel less scared of
It's good.
space than I do of the ocean. Like I have
Yeah.
a weird, not a weird fear of being on the ocean, but a weird fear of
Well,
like
I
what's
think
all the way on the bottom of
being
the ocean.
able to see the Earth from above would be completely awesome to me. But like in the ocean, you're not seeing anything.
Okay.
It's just like a I did that.
So, are we going to the bottom of the ocean as far as we know we can go now, or are we going all the way to the bottom of the
No,
ocean?
say
Mariana Trench.
Say they have the technology that you can go to the
Okay.
bottom of the Mariana Trench in some type of submersible.
I'm going to space.
Is there light? Will we be able to put off enough light to be able to see?
Yeah, with whatever.
Well, yeah, if he
technology
says
that
we
they
have the technology.
Yeah,
All right, I'm going to the bottom of the ocean.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
But
then
to be able to see like a good see.
but then you also
sure. As
you
best
also
as-
got to bring up the that submarine that imploded or exploded.
Yeah, but
or
that
whatever.
was
Yeah,
the technology
but
on
the
that was so
Challenger
garbage.
exploded.
that-
So
Well,
are we
I'm
just
saying it's
saying
50-50 either way.
Are we
Either way,
saying
you're
we're-
running into.
We're gonna
You're
survive.
running into
Do you-
problems.
Do
you're
you wanna-
you're definitely surviving either way.
I'm going to the bottom
Yes,
of the ocean.
you're definitely surviving
Okay,
either way.
so the question is,
In
which
that
are you
case, I'm
more
going to the
interested
All
in?
right,
the
if you're
ocean or
100%
space?
surviving either
I'm
way,
100% more interested in the ocean. I mean,
Yes.
in space, but no one's ever seen the bottom of the ocean.
if
People
you're
have seen space.
100% surviving, I'm going to the ocean.
Same.
Same.
I'm still going to space.
I don't.
All right, now let's factor in conspiracy theories.
Well, considering we've never actually been to space,
Exactly, space doesn't exist, so I'm going to the bottom of the ocean.
and
He's going where he knows it exists.
Bro just goes up and there's a green screen.
You can't get past the
Chicken Little.
You can't get past the firmament, bud.
wait, what are you doing over there? Over there? What are we talking about?
I don't feel like going straight up and running into a wall and exploding.
Challenger.
At Challenger.
I also don't feel like going down and having
work.
my brain having my head like explode because of pressure, but
Well, technology would.
So I think that let me see how I would put this. I do think that we did go to space. I also think that there is a firmament. There was a firmament. The firmament is a lot less than it used to be.
At flood.
Right. But I do believe we did go to space, and
At Noah.
and if they did go to the moon,
Hashtag flood.
I do think they found
Shout out Noah.
something that I think they found stuff that they don't want us to know about, and that's why they're not going back.
So my thoughts on going to the moon is like, how do you figure out exactly how to make sure that you get to the moon perfectly with never actually going that direction ever before?
With made up numbers.
And we
Yeah,
haven't been able to do
and-
it since.
And computers that are less powerful than your cell phone.
We
Right.
lost the technology?
Somehow lose the technology.
No, we never went.
I don't think there's any
Why
way you
is
could have gone to the
why
moon.
is the flag moving? Why is there a reflection on his visor?
Why are there no stars in the background?
They do say this. There's no stars in the background because of how the picture.
Exposure.
Right.
yeah.
That's the explanation.
Yeah, no, it's complete crap.
Wait, who took the picture?
The guy that was on the
Yeah,
moon
the
before
dude.
Neil Armstrong.
Yeah.
Are you done getting coffee?
I really want more coffee.
Neil Armstrong. Wait,
All right, if you get coffee, warm mine up.
who accepted, was it?
Neil Armstrong was the first one on the moon,
Allegedly.
allegedly. But yeah,
It was supposed to be Buzz, wasn't it? And then Neil just kind of pushed his way out.
I have no idea.
I don't remember that
don't
part, but I'm
care.
just.
I
I remember
thought
hearing
there was,
something
I
about
thought
that.
there was some kind of like,
Bro just shoves him and he's just drifting out into space. Doesn't hook him up to nothing.
yeah.
Later, get out of the way.
Just like I'm the first one on.
You might have been the first one out, but I'm the first one on the moon.
This past week, I was listening to a podcast about the moon that was really interesting. They said it was fake, but some guy wrote about it. Apparently, there was supposed to be Apollo up to Apollo 20, and after I forget which one, it might have been I forget which one it was, but one of them, the rest of them were canceled. But they claim some guy claims that the rest of them happened, and that 19 got lost on the dark side of the moon, and then 20 was sent to go try and find them, and they found some sort of old alien spaceship that's there now. I don't believe what you can believe what you believe about that, but that's what some guy who supposedly went there said. I just thought that was really interesting that they thought that the possibility that the canceled Apollo mission still possibly happened.
Well, let me tell you,
What-
brother.
What do you guys think about? What do you guys think of
Alex Jones, is that you?
Shout out Alex.
1 second
No,
on
this
that.
is Alex
Jake.
Jones right here.
Okay, brother.
I think also
Hopefully.
the moon landing was faked because we were in a space race with Russia at that point, and we were trying to be the most dominant world power. So it would give them motivation to just say, "Oh, we got to the moon." All of a sudden.
Bro, speaking of that, like, how has there not been a space war? Like, a war fought in space?
Supposedly, there's some treaty signed that you're not allowed to carry weapons into space.
Not to mention, how are you going to shoot a weapon off in space if there's no gravity? It ain't going to go nowhere.
How does a rocket blast its way through?
I read somewhere
You
that
know what I'm saying? Like, how do their ships get there?
I read somewhere that my microphone.
Just rotate. No, just rotate
is that good?
rotate the actual microphone to you. There you go. I'm
More.
just trying to pick you up better.
Because space
Oh, no.
doesn't exist. You can't get to the moon.
I read somewhere that Russia said they had a weapon on. Oh, there we go.
That's even better.
A weapon on one of their space stations, and when they fired the cannon, that it shot the satellite off out of its trajectory, and it took more power to get it back on their orbit than to actually.
I just think
Fire
it's,
the
I
weapon.
just think it's all a hoax.
Hang on. So, the Bible says we were given dominion over the earth. It doesn't say anything about space. It doesn't say anything about the moon.
Correct, because of the firmament, I believe.
Yeah.
Because there's no way to get through.
So there's
the
no way we
firmament.
can get to. There's no way to get to the moon. Because if we could get to the moon, potentially we could take over the moon. Then and that would get put us in dominion over the moon.
Now, what about in Genesis, though, right before the flood, and God says that nothing that man puts his mind to would be held back from him, or something like that. And then he decided to send the flood. Just a thought. I was just bringing it up because I mean, I
It's
do
a good
think
counter argument.
That's an amazing thing, though, because like God made us so intelligent that we actually have the knowledge to do anything that we put our minds to.
That is factual.
What is that?
That's creepy. What do you guys think about aliens? Think they exist?
No, aliens don't exist.
No.
They're just aliens are just
Extraterrestrials
no, they're just
are fallen angels.
yeah, they're just demons searching for.
Well,
a
it goes
soul.
back to the firmament. If we can't get out, nothing can get in.
Exactly.
Please read it, Mark.
That's why it has to be in
nothing.
the spirit realm.
Right.
And they say like the veil is being pulled back, so you're seeing more and more and more and more and more.
Yeah.
Also, I think there's a lot of government hoax
Go ahead, Mark.
involved in that.
Yeah.
Project
Go ahead, Mark.
Bluebeam
Like
and
that.
all
Yeah,
stuff
like the
that.
drones and all that.
All right, read that, Mark.
Genesis 11:6. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do.
And as soon as the Tower of Babel happened, we don't have one language anymore.
Correct?
So is that saying that because everyone spoke the same language, that everyone that had diverse knowledge in different areas, that they all could come together and work on the same project and put it all together as one and
Probably.
do everything? Because it
They
does
were like-
say one language.
It was like a superpower.
Yeah, that probably. And then as man does, they corrupted it, and we now speak however many different languages there are in the world.
Right, and trying to get so many people together with so many different ideas and so many different brains.
So many different languages.
It's
almost
crazy.
impossible.
It's crazy.
So God just used that to just.
It's crazy watching how fast the world is just going like, straight into the gutter. It's insane. It's crazy. As in the days of Noah.
Were we even talking about that?
What?
Well, he said when it corrupts. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well,
as humans do, it corrupts, and we've been.
Yeah,
at this
we
for-
just corrupt and we corrupt and we
2,000
corrupt
years
and we
and-
corrupt and corrupt, and it's a never-ending spiral.
So God just used the Tower of Babel to stop us from doing whatever we could imagine to do.
Right.
So that would mean taking control of outer space.
Right, and
And as soon as we sinned, we lost dominion over the earth.
It's just one snowball.
right, but when Christ died, he ransomed back not only us being back into the family of God, being able to get back in there, but I do believe the dominion of earth was not given back, but I think we have, because we can go out and we can witness to people and we can teach people about Christ, we have that, I guess you could say we have that dominion again in a different way.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The whole drone thing. I think they were trying to set up Project Bluebeam, and now they're like taking it way back because they're like, oh, they're just airplanes. They're just airplanes. Like Elon Musk tweeted out. He was like, the guide to drones in New Jersey, and it's just like an airplane. I didn't even know that many airplanes existed. So it seems like they went there and like they were trying to set it up, and now they're just walking it back because the people were like, people weren't going for it. They were
People were smarter than they thought.
Yeah, we were more up. We were getting really upset. We were getting ready to shoot those things out of the sky.
They should be shot out of the sky.
Nobody was scared. No,
Got a 12 gauge?
the liberals were scared, but
Well,
Other-
liberals are.
Always scared.
I think that they
I'm gonna get some coffee.
they misjudge the government.
Warm me up.
The government misjudges how many smart people there are
No,
in the
I
world.
don't. I don't need.
Mark, how long are you going to be here tonight? Are you staying here tonight?
Probably all night.
Okay. I have a card that you need to sign, but I forgot at home, so I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna go home, come back, so you guys can sign it, and then go over to Grammy's from there. Because I was supposed to grab it, and it was with my keys in my wallet, and I still forgot it, and that always happens, and I can't remember a thing.
I know
What's your name?
we. You know what we forgot.
I know that feeling.
I forgot to bring up my beef with Marcus.
Oh yeah.
Hold up,
Wait for Tito and then
Tito's
bring
gonna
that
come
up.
down.
Yeah, I'll wait for him.
Tito's gonna come down.
Oh no.
Bro, you're gonna drop his festive level to nothing with this
Oh,
beef.
should I wait?
No.
No, don't wait.
No, bring it up. Bring
We
it up.
need
Bring
to
it up.
hear
Bring
it.
it up. But to wrap up that last conversation, space doesn't exist. We were never on the moon.
Bro has to give a summary.
Yeah. Like, oh, you get it, bro. Thanks.
Bro's like, all right, here's point 1 and point 2. This is what we went over. Now I'm going to summarize it all.
I'm
for
just
you.
telling you.
Does not exist.
You can think. No, the moon exists. Think for yourself.
Bro's
But
gonna say it's
actually
beef, and it's gonna be the
think.
lamest thing ever.
It's going to be
for
like,
yourself.
This beef
no.
better be
I
good.
thought Mark
Seriously,
better be good.
I've been
bad.
so hyped up for this beef. And
I'm seriously afraid I can't.
This
I won't be
better
able to
some
deliver it.
Fine
All right,
cuisine.
you
roast
better
beef.
think this out. No, not
All right,
roast
fine
beef.
cuisine.
All right.
roast beef.
Can't be roast beef. Nobody wants roast beef.
Bruh.
I know.
Kale, tell him about the roast beef.
Now I don't want the roast beef. It's got to be nice and clean.
Tender pot roast.
Tender pot roast.
We're gonna talk about pot
Why do you
roast
look over
and-
there and eat it like that?
But we ain't talking about roast beef.
Anyway,
Beef.
beef me up.
Father.
You ever look for?
Yo, I feel like Arby's is overrated.
you ever look for?
Bro, since
the
we're
meats.
speaking of
Arby's is extremely overrated. It all tastes the same.
I kind of dig their
The
fries.
only
though.
thing, yeah, the fries. That's what I was just gonna say. The only thing they have is the fries, and they have a really good mint chocolate chip milkshake.
Yeah, their milkshakes are interesting.
But I'll go there for the fries.
I'll
If
go
I
for
go there,
fries.
if I go there and eat a sandwich,
Yeah.
my stomach is destroyed within an hour.
Yep, that's what happened to me last time I had Arby's. Arby's
Who's eating
Arby's.
overrated.
Extremely overrated. No, Arby's sucks.
Yo, didn't we have Arby's when we went fishing with Rob that one time, or was that Wendy's?
We had Wendy's.
Wendy's is fire.
That's why they
Wendy's
have
good.
one Arby's.
Wendy's
in the
is
area.
the
I could put
best-
down some Wendy's.
Wendy's is
yeah.
the best burger fast food place.
Their portions are really small, but
unless
Are we calling Five Guys?
I was just gonna bring that up. No,
Five Guys is
is
too
a
expensive.
restaurant.
Five Guys is
Five
eaten.
Guys is a restaurant.
there's no drive-through for Five Guys.
So we're saying Five Guys is a restaurant. Okay, yeah, and then Wendy's is the best.
Yeah.
Yo,
followed by
yo, also Cookout.
Are we back?
followed by
Cookout,
Cookout
is
is
overrated.
No,
Overrated.
No.
Bro.
The one we went to on vacation.
Okay,
the
yeah,
service
bad.
was
Yeah, all right,
horrible.
all right, we'll
The
go with
food
that.
sucked. There was-
Okay, but Cookout.
Cookout in general is pretty good.
We just got really. I can't hear myself now.
I can't hear no.
I can hear Kale, but
I got Nerve
How
again.
about
all
now?
right. we're
I
good
just
now.
think that one's probably overrated then.
All right, I was gonna say you can't tell me Cookout's
Well,
overrated.
They probably get a lot of business there, so they're just used to production instead of quality.
Yeah, probably should go to another one.
No. The Cookout that we usually go to down there is actually really good. Unless that's the one you all went to this time.
We did.
Yeah, it was not good.
Usually it's good. If that would be the first bad experience we've had there.
How many nuggets did you get on the side?
Usually it's like 4.
How many did I get?
I don't know.
They don't.
2?
They
4.5.
don't give you a lot of nuggets on the side. Because
What did I
it's the side.
get? I don't remember what macaroni, but I don't know. But
I
the burger,
usually-
Burgers was
I-
the
good.
burger was not good.
I
Yeah,
usually
the burger
end
was
up
not
getting
good.
food. Like I buy a meal and then I'll go back and get more because it's like
Yeah, that's what I do. And Katie's chicken was like,
Yeah, it was
It's
not
tiny.
good.
I don't know.
Dude, we went
I've
to
never
Five-
had a bad experience.
We went to Five Guys that Friday at the end of the week, and it was just so good compared to
that was
Cookout.
the best burger I've had at Five Guys.
Yeah.
On the other side of the spectrum.
Five
The
Guys-
worst burger at Cookout, the best burger I've had at
Five Guys.
Dude,
is
that Five
so
Guys was
good.
so good. That's
I
like
think-
the best
Man,
I've
it
ever
was
had.
like-
I would
we were
eat
like-
it. I would
Now
eat
I
it
really want Five Guys.
we were
I
like
would
their
eat at Five
second
Guys
customers.
all the time, but Five Guys is expensive. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
McDonald's is better than Burger King.
Beef us up.
All right.
Give us that good old Wendy's beef.
Remember, because we were all there when Marcus gave Kale his sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I gave it to him for his birthday so he wouldn't have to pay for it. And then I got to thinking, I'm like, how are you going to make merchandise for the people that are promoting this brand and make them pay for it?
That's a good point.
So I have to give it to you guys for free.
So,
Just explain to us what the thought process is.
He was only going to have to pay cost for it.
He just needs money.
how much was he going to pay for it?
It's probably like, I don't know, $15 for the hoodie.
I mean,
How
a
much-
lot
I'm
of,
not
a lot
making
of,
anything on it.
A lot of places when you do get their gear and stuff like that, it is going to be closer to $40, $50.
Right, but
I
that's
get
for-
it, but he's part of the brand.
Here's my view on it.
I understand that, and I'm agreeing with you 100%. But I also understand that Marcus has his own little small business, and technically, as a company, we would have to be paying for the small business to,
I mean,
or the business.
I understand.
you can
to
go
make
to
it-
another
get it off the
company and they
ground.
can make
So,
it for you
like,
if you want.
we would have to pay someone anyway for the
Yeah.
I'm not saying
I'm
saying stop. I just that's what hit me first, and I'm like, wait a second.
And while our brand
This
is
beef
smaller,
let me down.
yeah.
This
And while
beef
our
was
brand
not
is
beef.
smaller, it makes sense
I
to
waited
pay for
3
the
weeks.
shirts and whatnot.
So like
But if we
Marcus
get more
was
money,
operating as an independent company of us as y'all don't even know. Marcus was not operating as y'all don't even know when he made that.
he was
He was operating as
Big Blue Truck Company.
Trunk Company.
So the difference between us and Ninjas or Butterflies is they have their own business and the podcast is a spinoff of the business. So they would get their merch for free. Meanwhile, we're trying to start the business.
Well, we already have a
we
business
already
that's
have-
producing
yeah.
stuff for us.
We don't have the business that's producing already.
Bro.
Like,
And Jake was like, "Y'all are gonna side with me on this one, boys."
Well, I mean, you guys kind of split it down the
Yeah,
middle
we
because you
did
get
split
it
it.
and you get both sides. Which, all right, Mark, I forgive you.
This beef was vegan.
that is a great statement.
Looked like beef, sounded like beef, smelled like beef, but was
That
horrible.
that was the
plant-based.
Impossible Burger from Burger King right there.
That spring went crazy.
Burger Springs.
So, what do you guys think? From the ceiling or back on the table again?
I'm
Ceiling.
enjoying the
Ceiling's
ceiling.
good.
I'm fine with this.
I just need a better chair.
Every time I don't hit the table, it doesn't like wreck everything.
I mean, I like my setup over here.
What is with your
Real
face?
nice.
dude?
I like it.
I like it. I like
You guys ever want to read the Bible in chronological order?
What?
You ever thought about reading the Bible in chronological order?
Yeah.
You guys ever read the Bible
They
in
actually have-
alphabetical order?
They actually have Bibles that are already put together in chronological order. And I want one, but
chronological is from the first book that's written to the last book that's written.
no, from time-wise.
That's
So
what-
from the
that's what
start
I-
of
yeah,
time.
That's what I meant.
In line. So it would jump between like
Saw
Kings, Chronicles with
Genesis
kind
to
of like
Revelation.
Does that include the
Intermingle.
4 that were left out?
So basically,
we're not talking like deep like that. We're just talking what we have.
So meaning it would start with like Genesis and then Job and then Exodus and whatever.
Yeah,
'Cause
kinda
they
like
say
that,
Job was
yeah.
around that time because Leviathan still existed.
Dude, I want to see a Leviathan so bad.
Loch Ness Monster.
Facts.
Bro was there with it immediately.
Just like dinosaurs are actually dragons.
Dinosaurs still exist.
They're dragons. In the Bible.
Well, dragons are allegedly mythological, yet everyone knows about them. Kind of
dragons
seems weird.
existed, but there was also things like the Tyrannosaurus Rex that didn't breathe fire.
Correct.
But they live in the Amazon where we can't find
It
them.
was the Irish that breathed fire because they're angry all the time.
I wish I breathed fire.
Horrible take. Tyrannosaurus Rex were just massive chickens.
Honestly,
I
that
like it. I
that
like
could
it.
almost seem logical because
Everything
the human
except
mind
for
is
the
just
head.
exaggerated.
Everything except for the head makes sense as a chicken.
Yep. The little arms, humongous legs, the feathers that they claim they're
Sounds
finding
like
on
an
them.
Olympic runner. Little arms, big legs.
Dude, no. Some of them guys have big arms.
That's true. That's more like a cyclist.
Yeah. Usain Bolt.
More like Usain Bolt.
Facts.
Bro is shredded.
Bro's my hero.
Could you imagine running that fast? It'd be awesome.
I literally used to think I could run that fast, and then I would watch them run, and I was like, I can't do that.
It looks painful.
Doesn't it? The way they run, it's like, ow, they feel like it looks like Isaiah Pacheco running.
So you.
I guess. Do I run like Pacheco?
Actually, you know who's more accurate to Pacheco would be Dan.
Yeah.
Because Dan always ran with his feet flying forward. It's a good thing he never wore cleats.
Dude, he would have killed somebody. So wait, who's my closest comparison to running then?
Let me think about it.
That white guy in college, who's the running back, who's like
For what
really
team?
good.
Scatabo?
Yeah,
I'll take
Scatabo
it.
was an angry runner.
Scatabo is
dude.
yeah.
I saw a projection that was like, Genty to the Cowboys. I'm like, there's no way he's going that far.
No, a lot of teams are gonna pass on him.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of teams are gonna pass on him. Because he's a running back.
I
Running-
just
running
think
backs
there's
don't go high. The
I-
last time a running back went high, it was Saquon, really.
I think there's just gonna be one team that's just like, we're just gonna grab him. It's the same with Bijan. No one thought he was gonna go that early.
I don't think the Cowboys take a running back because of their last experience.
They need
with
a
Elliott.
quarterback.
No, they don't. They just signed Dak to how many years?
4 years, 3 or 5 years, something like that.
Still need a quarterback.
They do, but they're not gonna. They're not. No, quarterback's not what they're going for. Dallas is going to take the running back because Dallas always takes the nice, shiny, skilled position player. They never take the guy on the offensive line. They never take the guy on the defensive line. Even with
Tyler Warren, they're going to take.
even
Josh
with
Warren.
Parsons
so
was
mad.
the nice, shiny skill position.
Well, I think he was the best player at that spot, though.
I think he
at
was
that
the best
point.
player in that draft.
As an Eagles fan, it really is really annoying to watch your GM take offensive linemen, but then you watch the line play and you're like,
That also
appreciate
goes
it.
back to if you take an offensive lineman in the background, you have to hit with your later rounds.
Remember Andre
Yeah,
Dillard?
it shows that
Yeah.
our front office just knows that you got to build the lines, and that's how you build your team.
Mm-hmm.
If you're strong in the trenches, you're going to be strong everywhere else.
Then you wait and get a guy like Saquon, and boom.
Yeah, you can always get somebody who's been in the league for a running back, especially running backs. You don't want to get them fresh out of the draft, but you don't want to get them late in their career.
Guaranteed.
Dude.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you like where are you trying to replace?
They did really well with getting Jurgens when they did.
Yeah, I'm going Lane Johnson's replacement, sitting behind Johnson for a year, let Johnson retire.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm taking.
They did that with the defensive line, too, like Jordan Davis or.
You almost need another
Smith Jr.
linebacker. You
Yeah.
almost need another linebacker.
Yeah, because they're not going to re-sign Bond. Bond's just the bridge to Trotter Jr.
But if Trotter Jr. comes in and they go with Dean, you got two, but you need another one then in case, one of those two gets hurt.
I hope Trotter Jr. does well. Just a little undersized.
What position is Jalix Hunt?
He's a defensive end. He went to college as a safety, and they put him in.
So
defensive
he's
end.
an end, but he can play linebacker too, because I've been seeing him play linebacker.
Yeah, he could.
yeah, they randomly have their ends go out and cover, which I think is stupid.
How about Slay playing big on
Dude,
Sunday?
Slay was huge. He was coming up huge. That was like Slay reverted back to like 25-year-old Slay.
He murdered that one guy.
Yeah.
They're doing well.
That was one of the biggest hits ever.
No, our secondary is disgusting. Our linebackers are disgusting. I don't understand how Jaden Daniels was carving us up the way he was.
because CJ got hurt, and it just kind of fell apart at that point.
Who'd they put back at safety then?
McCollum.
Yeah, McCollum.
McCollum isn't
Gee.
bad, but he doesn't play, and it shows.
Yeah.
That was the thing. Like, it just, the defense kind of just didn't have a guy
They
like
didn't have-
CJ.
They didn't have that motivator.
You telling me Keely Ringo can't slide back to safety?
I wouldn't trust
Was
him back
Brown
there.
still concussed? I thought I saw him
Nah,
playing.
No, he was back
She's
out there, so
special
why
teams.
wasn't he out there?
Has there been an update on Hurts yet?
I haven't seen it.
It's day to day.
He'll be
Sirianni
back.
said,
Nobody's really saying anything about it, and that's
He'll be back.
kind of suspicious, but I'm not upset by it.
It's unfortunate. Smitty catches the ball, we win, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, that was a tough drop.
Yeah. He catches 999 out of 1,000 passes, and that was his one drop.
All right, make it like a 49 out of 50.
Nah. I like mine better. Is it time to wrap it up, Mark?
almost. It's just about.
All right. Hang on, I'm reading.
What are you reading?
Are
You
you
can
looking
read?
up for Hurts?
War and Peace.
Yeah, I'm looking up the Hurts.
War and Peace. He's gonna finish in 5 minutes. Speed reader.
He's like, man, what a great book.
I am a great speed reader.
Wow, that was amazing.
Shout out Leo Tolstoy.
All right, so they're
Leo.
planning on getting Hurts on the field tomorrow at practice, and if he can get on the field, they're very optimistic that he will play Sunday.
Practicing on Christmas Day.
Yeah, you got to practice, man.
I mean, you only have 6 days to practice, and 1 day's a rest day, and
And-
it's usually
and
Monday.
they gotta install the game plan for the upcoming. Like, you don't have a day to give.
They'll have time to spend with their family.
They usually
It's true.
the day after game day is usually rest day.
Yeah, and most of the time they give them, like, a lot of teams don't even practice; they just walk through.
Especially later in the season, you're not going to do a full-on pads practice because the guys are already.
Speaking of pads
dead.
practice, we need to get pads back in training camp.
Yeah, they're especially not spring, preseason. Everyone just doesn't want to play their guys. In
I think that's the
preseason.
slow
And
reason
you
for
don't want
the
to get
slow
them
start.
hurt, but that's why you put them out there. You all right? You're going out. You're gonna do one series, get some game activity, because like you don't. They're professional athletes. They don't need a lot to get going.
First it.
Guys, as we wrap this up, I just want to say Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Are you excited to get or give gifts tomorrow?
Give.
Thank you.
Definitely give.
Kale's like, I want to get them all.
I'm after all the gifts.
Kale's
Feels like, all right,
bring
give 'em
them
to me.
on.
It doesn't matter who they're
You guys love giving so much. Give them to me.
doesn't matter who they're supposed to go for. I'm taking them all.
I haven't bought any of you a gift yet. Just saying.
That's cool.
Your
I haven't bought
presence
you
is a
anything.
gift.
I'm just going to bring a gift
Aw.
in for the pod as a whole.
Wow.
His own chair.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
find a pair of deer sheds and just put it on the middle.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to add to the table?
I could bring mine in.
Who's gift?
Not my
and-
big ones, but
Who's gift? Who are you giving? Who are you most excited to give your gift to?
yeah, I'm excited to give Kale his gift.
I'm excited to give my
Dude,
dad.
I'm
his
excited
gift.
for Kale's gift too.
I'm very
That's
excited
gonna
for
be
Kale's.
awesome.
What's up, Mark?
I'm excited to give my dad his gift.
Ooh.
What'd you get him?
What'd you get him?
I got him a Hurts jersey.
Shout out TJ Maxx.
Bro said, I don't like Hurts, but
Was it really?
Mark, how about
Yeah.
you?
I retracted my Hurts slander.
Mark?
I appreciate that. Mark,
Honestly.
hey, we're
that's
both
tough.
giving our dads jerseys.
Can I go?
Probably.
Shut up, Kale.
I didn't realize you didn't go.
Go for it, Kale.
I'm excited to give Tito his gift.
Hey, what'd you get?
What'd you get?
I got Tito a old Corvette Stingray.
Yo!
Nice.
Yeah, 69.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, Mark, you?
I wish. Maybe someday.
That'd be awesome.
I think
Give me a 69 Fastback Mustang.
I hate to be like this, but probably what I got for Kayla. I'm excited
Understandable.
about.
Whisper.
You gotta be excited, bro.
Yeah, why are
Yeah,
you
it's
afraid
awesome.
to
It's
say
awesome.
it? It's
Get
not a
it,
big
get it,
deal.
get it.
I know it's
La, la, la,
something to really like, so
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Well, that's good then.
Well,
I love
let
watching people get
next
excited.
pod, let us know what you got her.
Yeah.
Okay. So as we get wrapped up, you guys want to shout anything out?
Dude, just shout out to Christmas.
And
Shout out
Eddie
for
and his
Jesus for
scrapping.
being
Dude,
born.
it's an awesome holiday. Thank you, Jesus, for being born.
And for dying.
Did you know that Jesus actually wasn't born on Christmas?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
We can get into that. We can get into that on another
I
podcast.
need to end
Yeah.
this before
Different one.
something else
Yeah.
happens.
All
All right, folks, we're going to close it up down here. You follow us at Y'all Don't Even Know on Instagram. And be sure to keep an eye out for merch. And yeah, have a Merry Christmas.
When are we
everybody.
dropping this episode?
Oh, yeah, this episode is going to drop on Tuesday as of now, provided nothing.
What's the
or,
date?
Are we doing
What's the
regular
date?
next Tuesday, right?
Are we doing regular Tuesday drops?
I think so. We're going to
All
try
right.
that for now.
So everyone
All right,
watch
so
out on
what's-
Tuesdays for podcasts.
I believe that date's going to be the 31st.
The 31st.
Let's go.
Tuesday the 31st.
Yeah, so listen to this on New Year's Eve. Get yourself all hyped up. Go take a couple shots.
Listen to this on New Year's Eve as we record another
on
one
New Year's
on New Year's Eve.
Hey,
Ooh, there we go.
Cool. Well, let's shut her down.
All right, see you guys
Later. Have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, even though it's going to be gone by the time you listen to this.
That's all right.
It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy